Salvete and Salutations, everybody. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I'm hopping on to kind of talk about where I've been, kind of like the future for my channel now that First Nights at Freddy's has like dropped, I guess. I say that and it's been almost a year since that project came out. So I posted a Q&A. I didn't get a lot of responses, but I will still I'll be answering what I got. But we're also going to chat about some updates, some things like that. If you have a question, maybe you didn't make it into the Q&A. I know my storage has been a little whack, so something might have not gotten sent in. You can join my Discord. The link will be in the description. I talk there a lot. And you can also ask me something in the comments, and I'll be around to answer, I guess. So I did ask, if there's anything people wanted me to cover, and the main thing was kind of what have I been up to kind of since the interview. I had full intentions of making more videos, but as somebody who just graduated, I was very busy with my senior year. And I also I don't want to go too much into it, but I wasn't in a good place physically. And I've gotten significantly better. I'm in college now. I have my own space. I'm doing things I really love, but I wasn't able to access full creativity while I was where I was. I still cosplayed, I still did events, I did shows, I did theater, but I didn't have the time to be making videos, especially when, I'm gonna be honest, when First Nights came out, I watched it, I loved it, and the hyperfixation stayed for about 2 months. And then, if you don't know me, if you kind of came here from my interview or things like that, I am a big musical person. I've noticed the trend is musicals about death. I love Beetlejuice. I love Ride the Cyclone. I've been told I'll like Death Becomes Her, but I haven't listened to the soundtrack yet. But I have really gotten into those things, and they kind of took over the space in my brain that FNAF the musical used to have. So I did actually get the opportunity to audition for Ride the Cyclone. I didn't get in, but it's still such a fun show. I saw it twice when the production had actually been happening. So it's just so great. What else have I been up to? I'm doing good. Somebody asked how I was doing. I'm doing really good. I'm a business and theater major with a communications minor, and I love my classes. I have 5 classes, that I take in this first semester. So it's a little bit of it's a lot, but it's fun. And I also work professionally in the theater department at my college. So I got hired on by the school to work in the theater department, and I had my first shift yesterday as of recording, and it was really fun. Let's see. Yeah, I think that kind of mostly covers most of what I've been up to. I have been making some cosplays. I just cosplayed Ricky Potts from Ride the Cyclone, as well as Talia from Ride the Cyclone. Eventually I want to cosplay all of them, to be honest. So let's see. What kind of questions did we have? I don't have usernames on hand, so I'm just kind of going to read them, and if you sent them, you'll know. How did you find out about RE, and why do you think that they're so good? I found out through MatPat, gonna be honest. I think it was 2020 or so, right when COVID hit. I was a really big fan of Bendy and the Ink Machine. It was one of my favorite games. I watched all the MatPat theories, and at the end of one of his videos, he was like, "Oh, I voiced Bendy in this thing." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I like MatPat. Oh, this says musical, he's singing," and I clicked on it, and that's how I found RE. And I fell in love. Why do I think they're so good? It's because they do something that not a lot of other people do. They create their own storytelling. As somebody who really likes musicals and is writing one of her own, I just really enjoy the fact that they're able to take those stories and things like that. Whoa, words. Those are hard sometimes. Is there an inspiration behind your YouTube persona, the PNG you use? If yes, what? Okay, so I have 2 iterations of, I guess, CBL now, and the first one that I used was kind of I sketched her up one day in I think my biology class, and really fell in love with the design. It was based on me, and I really wanted something that kind of represented how I did want to look. I look like your standard jeans, graphic t-shirt kind of girl, and I wear my hair up all the time. But in my mind, I have my hair down, I look nicer, I have nicer clothes, but it still represents my style. And it was a design that I had come up with by myself. Now, the CBL 2.0 that came in, that Scarlet Feisty did for me. My voice is getting a little raspy, I'm sorry. I had auditions and stuff, and I'm very tired. So the CBL, like 2.0, as I've been calling her, Scarlett came to me and was like, I want to design your character, if that's okay. And I want you to be involved, but I want to create a design for you. And I was like, oh, heck yeah. So it honestly has a lot of elements of things that I was into at the time and still am into. I think some good things of note is that her jacket is very similar to Alice's jacket from Agatha All Along. That was a reference I had sent to Scarlett. She has charms of a sandworm, Carl the Cupcake, and Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors on her like chain loops, and those are some fandoms that I'm like really big into. I have there's a little Vanny charm in her hair because I cosplayed Vanny. I don't have the thing up. I know my design, I know my character, but I don't have it up to be like, this is the thing. Let me pull it up. Bum ba da bum bum ba da bum 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 bum. I also really like reds and blacks, so incorporating those into my character more was really something that meant a lot because those were styles and stuff that I really wanted. Honestly, the way the CBL redesign looks now, this is something that I would wear. I based it off of clothes that I would want to wear and like how I want to dress. I'm very inspired. This doesn't reflect it too much, but I'm very inspired by Harajuku fashion in Japan. Specifically kind of like vintage and like repurposing. Yeah. So that's something that I'm really into, and I don't think we used a lot of references for Harajuku fashion, but that's still something I'm into and something I'd be interested in like dressing up as, I guess. Not as, but like in. Next question. Please load. Final question I got for my Q&A was, what will I make videos about in the future? More FNAF stuff or like something else? I'm really interested in doing some more singing content. Even though First Nights has already premiered, I still do want to post the rest of the theories. Because I think I don't know how many I've posted, but I'm pretty sure I still have like 80 more that you guys haven't heard. And I guarantee you editing those will be very cringy for me because I made them like 2 years ago. So I'll have to keep track, see which ones I did post, which ones I haven't posted, things like that. It's honestly more cover content. I want to do more songs. Ooh, I just bumped my mic. I'm so sorry. It's honestly more cover content. I want to do more songs. I want to do like songs from musicals. I will say right now, probably a Ride the Cyclone song. As much as I love the Ballad of Jane Doe, though, I probably won't. But I was thinking Noel's Lament for a little bit. That might be something that I'm interested in doing. Let's see. Cover content. I want to do some more kind of like analytical video essays. I almost kind of want to do something like I did with RE. I want to do more interviews. If RE's willing, I might even have them back. But I want to do kind of more stuff in the realm of like things I started doing after Dark Remains released. I probably won't be doing reaction videos, which some people were asking me in my comments if I was going to do a full supercut reaction. The truth is I did. I recorded my reaction like that night and the audio corrupted. And I can't give you a true reaction because I've watched it so many times because I didn't realize the audio had corrupted until like 3 days later when I watched it like over and over again. So I guess maybe in your imaginations you can put everything together and be like, this is what happened. I will say something you did miss out on is I was actively crying at the end of the series. I think I mentioned that in my interview, but I was actively crying when Circus Baby just was like, peace. Um, I think, sorry if there's background noise. I have like music playing in the back, which shouldn't be picking up on the mic, but also my roommates, not my roommates, my like hallmates are really loud and the doors are so heavy. Let's see. I'm pulling up some questions from my Discord. What's your favorite kind of cheese? I like cheddar. I know that's basic, but I really like cheddar. No glitch trap. No. No, I will not. No, I'm not even gonna repeat the question because that means I did it. You lost the game. That's what you did. You lost the game. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't want this video to be too long because that means I have to edit it. And I don't have a lot of time to be editing. Videos will be pretty sporadic because I am a double major student. But I also, I do shows here. I work professionally in theater. I have 3 jobs. That's not including YouTube or school. I'm part of the school newspaper. I edit. I'm working on a podcast with them. And also, I am working on esports potentially. I might be on my college's esports team. I think that's all for me for now. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. As usual, all my socials are down below. My Discord's down below if you want to talk to me. I'll yap it up. But rest and assured, more content, I think, based around musicals might be my thing. That I'm still keeping in the FNAF the musical theme because it's a musical, but I can go dive into Beetlejuice, Ride the Cyclone, Anastasia, like things that I really enjoy. So I think that might be the way we're turning. The purpose of CBL when the channel was created was that it was purely just going to be for posting theories, and it was at AJ's recommendation. It was at AJ's recommendation. And now it's gotten into more so a, like an actual channel. I never expected it to become like an actual channel, I guess, because I didn't expect people to be so eager to hear what I had to say. And now I'm like internet micro celebrity for random encounters. So I think that's where we're going to end it here. Ask me any questions in the comments, in Discord. I'll probably say it one more time before I pop off, but that's all from me. And I need to figure out a new send off because I low-key don't like Let Your Theories Fly anymore. But I'll catch you on the flip side.